Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to beautiful Con Corp. We're underground right here in the Con Corp boardroom, and we're taking a look at this map and seeing what we could do to potentially continue to improve Con Corp even further than we already have. So, taking a look at this map, I'm seeing a lot of space over here that is relatively barren. Like, there's not a lot of grasses, and there's not a lot of trees, like especially around this horse stable, and then on the other side here, leading up to what is False's area. So I'm thinking maybe we put down some trees in front of Con Corp today, over there. Just a couple of trees, not a whole lot, and maybe bone meal the area a little bit. And also, we want to put some stuff in the horse stable that a lot of you guys requested from last time. Many of you guys were concerned that Xeron did not have any carrots or any water, so we can alleviate both of those concerns today. So let's get up here to our house. We got ourselves a villager, a wandering trader villager. So right, let's grab our buckets, let's grab our carrots, and let's grab, hopefully we got some. Oh, we do have some, sweet. Yeah, let's grab some spruce saplings and some bone meal, which we can get from these bone blocks here. That should work out. Okay, perfect. Alright, let's head to the front of Con Corp now. See all the villagers down here, all at work right now, so that's good. Good to see. And yeah, you can see in this area, it's a little bit barren. Like, there's some grass in some areas, but not too many trees. And it would be nice to have, since we have these big trees in the front, it'd be nice to have, like, maybe some smaller trees leading out toward the railway a little bit. So I'm going to plant down a few of these. There's also a gray sheep there for some reason. Put down a few of these in front. Like I said, not a whole lot, but just a couple of them in various locations. Just to sort of fill this area in just a little bit so it's not so barren here. I think that'll work. Maybe one on top of here as well. Perfect. And then I think over here was also a little bit barren. Yeah. So we can maybe put some trees like so. And maybe one here. Yeah, that ought to work. That ought to work. And then let's go ahead and put in here. We'll put in some water and some carrots for the horse. There we go. Bada bing. Let's just put all these in. Why not? Just another little detail. There we go. Freed up that shulker box. Xeron doing quite nicely in here. Having a good time. Okay, and let's see. Let's continue on here. Let's go over to the other side. Plant down a few things over here, because again, there's sort of a dramatic cutoff here between the areas that have trees and those that don't. So we'll put down maybe just a few trees here, just to get this area nice and wooded. So a little bit like this. We'll put some maybe over here too. And then we have a nice little like structure here. So maybe we can put down maybe another one here, one there, and maybe one on this. Perfect. Okay. So, right, let's go ahead and now we will grow all these trees up and we'll see what it looks like once they're all fully grown. Oh yeah, there we go. Perfect. So yeah, just a little bit of saplings and bone meal makes a huge difference. So we now have a lot more of a gradual change from the big trees we have closer to the gate to smaller trees further away from the gate. And we also put down, of course, some other bone meal on the actual ground, so it, you know, makes it look a little bit nicer and not so like barren. Just plain grass is kind of boring. So that's great. Also, we're gonna give Xeron here a bit of water. There we go. And I was gonna put this in the cauldron, but I'm thinking that maybe the villagers could potentially seed the cauldron out here, so that might not be such a good idea. So we're just going to put the water down right there, but there is Xeron's water right there. Fantastic. And there's one other thing I'd like to do here that's kind of subtle. So what we're going to do is in certain spots around here, so for instance, I'm thinking maybe not so much on this side. Maybe like right here. Maybe not right there. Maybe on the other side of the gate. Let's go to the other side quickly. I'd like to make like a nice little spot where Vex Magic is sort of floating out of the ground. Or maybe we could do this in a couple different spots. So I'm thinking like here on the backside of where our coral farms are. On the backside of this, we could do something like in this area, like let's say like right here. We'll dig down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks, right? We'll put down a soul sand, and then we need to do a little bit of a jump up here. We need to grab some water. And I need to get back to the side here real quick. There we go. Bada boom. Let's see. So, yeah, we'll put down a couple of water sources. You know what? It might be better if I grabbed ice for this. Let me grab some ice. So we got some ice. Let's go ahead and make this thing now. So we'll put down some ice right here. Tower up. Put down another piece of ice right here. Now we're 2 blocks down here. So we can come back to the top. And so what we're going to do is, let's see, how does this prioritize? What does this shoot out if I shoot out an arrow? Okay, that shoots out those, so we don't want that. What about now? There we go. Okay, so here we're going to essentially shoot down some night vision arrows and some arrows of swiftness into this bubble column. And because... there we go. Because the arrows are in motion, they won't despawn. And so you can see on the surface here we have a little bit of particles emanating from the ground. So let's also put in a few arrows of swiftness. So we'll just do this. And there we go. So those are the Vex Magic colors. And then we just put this on top. And there we go. We have subtle hints, subtle particles of Vex Magic emanating from the ground. So... yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's just a cool little thing to have, right? Because the whole idea is that the Vex Magic emanates from this area and from this this whole region, this whole Con Corp area. So yeah, just a little subtle thing that you can see throughout the area like this, I think will be pretty cool. So I'm gonna put down a few more in this region. We'll probably put like 3 or 4 in this region, and then maybe a couple over there, and a couple other ones in the areas where there's not really a whole lot else. So. Give me a sec here. I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I think this is going to be the final Vex Magic area here. So this is actually close to the super smelter over there. And yeah, you can see quite a number of arrows going to go into this one. We got 2 more it looks like. There we go. Perfect. Alright, yeah, nice. Super subtle, but a nice little detail to have. So... yeah, when you're walking by certain areas now, you will see that, yeah, we will have, yeah, some Vex Magic coming out of the ground. So we have some Vex Magic here coming out of the ground. I put one in the back here. Some Vex Magic coming out of the ground there. Over here, there's a little bit. Didn't want to go too overboard with it, so there's only 2 full stacks here. There's a little bit here that comes out, as you can see. Let's see, I think somewhere... in here, there's a little bit more. I want to say like right here. Yep, a little bit right there if you're paying attention, looking closely. There's a little bit over here coming out of the ground. Right there. And yeah, various other spots around here, like over here, for instance. I put a few down, so yeah, there's some here. There's some here. There's a little bit over here. So it's everywhere around this area, essentially. We even got some, like right there you saw, we even got some over here by the vault area, I'm pretty sure. If I get over here, yeah, so as you're walking by, you can just barely make out some particles. Some Vex Magic emanating from the ground here, and of course a little bit more emanating from the area around the Vexnos. So, I don't know, it's not a huge thing, but it is kind of cool to have various spots around the area that sort of emanate the Vex Magic from the ground. At least I think it is. So that's a nice little subtle change right there. Alright, so looking at the map once more, guys, we got this front area now covered with trees and grass, so that's good. We got the Vex Magic emanating from the ground within Con Corp itself, so that's awesome as well. I'm thinking what we need next is a gate over here controlling this entrance to this river, which eventually leads into the lake at Con Corp. So yeah, basically we want to be able to like regulate boat traffic through this region. So we need some type of gate here to be able to do that. So I think that's going to be the next step. We're going to head out over to the far side of the mountain behind the super smelter, and we're going to make a gate here, Con Corp gate, that can basically control the flow of traffic into and out of this region. Alright, so let's get on out to the area we're going to put this gate in. So right over here, directly behind the tag building, this is the entrance to the waterway, which then leads over there to Con Corp itself. So this is the area we need to work on a little bit. So let's see. I'm thinking we might have to dig out some stuff here, but tentatively I'm thinking probably like here would be one side of the gate, like the anchor point of one side of the gate, and then maybe here, if I got rid of this, this could potentially be the opposite side of the gate. So something like that. Obviously it'd have to be the same height, like so. But something like that I think would work nice for the gate. And I'm thinking maybe we'll have one side closed and one side open. So like it's open to small boat traffic at the time. And yeah, I think this is 8 blocks wide, and all the ships are less than 8 blocks wide. So the ships could, in theory, fit through this this hole here, through this gap here. So no problems there. But yeah, let me work on this gate here, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so there we have it. We got ourselves a nice waterway gate. So yeah, this is what it's looking like. We went with some gray concrete here, along with some nether brick fences. And the idea with this gate is that, you know, both sides can open and close. You see, this side's closed, this side is open. And then when you close both of them, they sort of interlock together. So that's why we sort of alternated gray concrete and nether brick fences, and then the opposite on this side here. So yeah, that's sort of the idea with this whole thing. And then it has like a little bit of like a grounding arm back here with these andesite and these stone brick walls right here. So that's pretty nice as well. Then we have these buttresses here of andesite and of andesite walls with some lanterns on there, and that provides some lighting at night so you can see, you know, where you need to go if the boat's coming in here. That helps provide some lighting. And then we also have some indicators of where to go from a distance. So we have actually some campfires, and these, believe it or not, are on hay bales. If I just get up here, we might be able to see. Yeah, you can just barely make out the hay bales right underneath the campfire there, but yeah, that puts smoke pretty high into the sky, so ships from a distance can see this is where you need to come to get into Con Corp. So yeah, then of course this leads all the way back, and yeah, everything is good that way. So pretty cool little area here. It looks really nice at night. So yeah, that is our gate area right there. So pretty happy with that. And now that this area is complete, let's go ahead, and there's some things I need to do over here. One of those things is we need to do a little bit of terraforming in this area. So underneath here, you see this is actually, I think not this block here, but the block above this block is actually the inside of the super smelter. So I've been meaning to terraform this area for a very long time so that it, you know, basically hooks up with this area down here. So that's what we're going to do right now. We're going to terraform this area with some dirt. And I believe we also need to fill in the very bottom of this kelp building right here. Because right now we can just actually swim up into it. So yeah, we don't want people to be able to swim into the kelp farm like this and then move around and mess around with the kelp farm or anything. So basically we need to get a bunch of stone bricks and cobblestone and all these types of blocks you see here. And put these all the way down to where these pillars are at the bottom here. So a little bit of terraforming. Let's do it. Alright guys, so terraforming is now complete, so looks like this. So if we go on down, we got some dirt, we got some seagrass, we got some kelp, so that's all looking good right in here. And then over here, we have ourselves this building now coming all the way down to the ocean floor. So that's looking nice as well right here. So fantastic. And while I was sort of working on this, I was wondering, you know, this section right here, this hill right here, we're not really doing a whole lot with this at the moment. You know, it's just sort of sitting here. So I thought it could be cool if we did something with it. And I thought, like, what could we do with it? What could we put here? something interesting we could put here. What is it? And I came up with a secret entrance into Con Corp. I thought it would be cool to put a secret entrance right here into Con Corp so that if somebody comes over with like a boat or whatever and knows the secret entrance is here, then they can easily get into Con Corp and yeah, get inside and yeah, do stuff inside. So I'm thinking maybe like right here we could put a secret entrance. I know that, let me just boost over here real quick. I know that the kelp smelter is right in that region, so I think possibly we could maybe like redo. Let me just get over here and see. I'm pretty sure we could just redo this kelp room right here. So this is all smelting up kelp and stuff, and it's actually almost full, so we'll have to empty that soon. But I'm pretty sure right here, this comes out inside the kelp building here, and then that means here, roughly, yeah, is the area we were just in. Sweet. So yeah, that'll work, I think. I think we can connect this and make like a secret entrance into this kelp room here. I think this will be pretty cool. I'd also like to redo the aesthetic of this room because right now there isn't one really. And yeah, you sometimes come in here and you have to, you know, restock the kelp or craft up all the dried kelp into blocks. So I think we're going to redo this entire room here. I think maybe dried kelp would be appropriate for maybe like the floor and the ceiling. And then maybe the side walls could be something like terracotta to give like a nice warm feeling because it is, you know, a furnace array in here. So that's going to be the plan here. We're going to redo this furnace room and then make a secret entrance right here into the same area, into this area here. So give me a sec here. I'll be right back. Alright guys, so we got our secret entryway now complete, so let's go take a look. So if we head on over this way, and then just simply jump on down this cliff face, yeah, we come to the area we just terraformed, and here we have our secret entrance. Can you see it? Can you see it? You might be able to see it. So we put a button right here on the side, so yeah, if you take a boat to this section right here, all you gotta do is hit this button right here. Door opens, you walk in, and it closes right behind you. So we then have a nice little ladder in here, and you can see we've actually redone our smeltery area. So instead of just having stone and everything here, we now have some kelp blocks. So obviously kelp is what is being smelted here, so yeah, that makes sense. And then we have the terracotta, because I feel like the terracotta just gives a nice warm feeling to the room. Which goes nicely with the furnaces, especially when they're running like they are right now, to smelt up some kelp and make some dried kelp for us. So, yeah, that is pretty much it. So just like a little secret entryway on the side, the little ladder up. I think it's just kind of a cool thing to have. We got a nice little lantern here. You can't go back this way. It's a one-way only thing, so you can only go in. You can't go out that way. So, yeah, that is that. And, yeah, we also put this little trap door here for the quick drop, so yeah, once you're in here, you're into Con Corp proper. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, with that, let's go ahead and head on back here. I want to see if there's any other spot that I might want to put something at. So looking at the map of Con Corp once more, I found a spot back here where I remembered I was going to put a bench here, but just didn't have time during the episode where we made the lighthouse right here, which basically, you know, puts out different beacon colors depending on what time of day it is. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and make that happen now, since I didn't have time during that episode. So, basically, we're going to make a 5 or maybe even 7 block wide bit here. Yep, and then we'll break all this out. And essentially what we're going to do here is put like a little bench, like a little park bench, so we can sit here and look out over the ocean at sunset. And we can also see the lighthouse change colors and stuff once that becomes activated, once the sun gets pretty low in the sky. And yeah, we just want to make use of this little outcropping here to basically add on a little sitting area to the tree farm. So that's what we're going to do here. Let me work on this, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so our little add-on section to the spruce tree farm area is now complete. Here's what it's looking like, and yeah, you can see We got this little step up right here to a nice little area where you can sit down. You also got some jukeboxes, a crafting table, and the whole thing is covered up with some spruce trap doors to give it a nice little like closed in feel. Even when you're sitting here watching the sunset over the ocean, you can also watch the lighthouse beam change over time as the sun gets further and further down on the horizon. And yeah, if we get on out here and then turn back around, we should be able to see, yep, that's the little section we added on right there. So yeah, same exact design style as the tree farm and everything else, but yeah, that's just the whole thing essentially right there. And yeah, you saw the lighthouse change right there. So yeah, this is a good way to sit back, relax, and just enjoy the sunset here over the ocean at Con Corp. Alright guys, so we are in the end now, and we're actually here to fight the Wither, but while we're here, might as well show you guys this nice bridge that I built I think it was about 2 weeks ago on a stream we built this. So yeah, we just have a nice lead up from the obsidian platform all the way to the main end island, and we also cleaned up this area a little bit, so you'll notice there's not too many like cobblestone blocks just floating midair or dirt blocks floating in midair anywhere. Yeah, so that's good. But anyway, yeah, we're going to fight the Wither here a few times because we want to get some beacons here, because there's one more thing I want to add at Con Corp. So we're going to grab some soul sand, we're going to grab some Wither skeleton skulls, which I gathered from Tango and Impulse's Wither skeleton farm, and we're going to put this guy down here, and then 1, 2, 3 across like that. I'll throw these in there. Going to back up a little bit. And yeah, we're going to fight some Withers here, get ourselves a few beacons. Alright guys, so we now have a couple of beacons crafted up, and we're actually going to use these beacons in conjunction with some diamond blocks around Con Corp. So basically what I want is I want to add something like this, where we have these 2 diamond blocks and then the beacon on top, to the factory, and also... Oh, hello, Golem on the roof. Yeah, so we're going to add those to the factory and to the super smelter over there. So let's go ahead and put down... I'm thinking like right here would be a good spot to put this down. So we'll put like diamond block, beacon. And then same thing on this side right here. So we'll do probably diamond block, beacon. And then this one right here, we'll probably put in a leaf block here, so you can see this the first diamond block we put down there. So let's grab this, and then we'll need some leaves. I think these are all oak leaves, I'm pretty sure, which we should have in here. Yeah, a little bit. A few of them left over. Very good. So let's come out here. Yep, they are oak leaves. Very good. So we'll put that down there. Put that down there, and yeah, that should look pretty sweet. Let's get over here. Yeah, that looks pretty nice. Okay, so that one's done. Let's head over now to the smelter area. Gonna do the same thing, except this one we might just leave it like that. So we'll have 2 like that, and then up, and then 2 right here, and then up. Yeah, that fits in pretty nicely. Wow, that looks good. Okay, so there we go. Yeah, a little bit more diamonds, a little bit more beacons here at Con Corp. Just a little bit, just a little subtle hint. Just like these subtle hints of X magic we got all over the place. So, yeah, very nice. Okay, so that is that complete. We also did a couple of things at the golf course. So, for instance, we replaced the netherrack behind the main portal with some lime terracotta. We also terraformed underneath of the tennis court and the swimming pool. So that is now all complete. And we also closed up and finished off the area underground, just by adding a little bit of like a little decorative golf attire area. So we're now back at Con Corp after doing all that, and yeah, we're now ready to update the maps for this area. So in this area, we should see a lot of changes in the front, of course. We'll see some changes over here at the waterway entrance with where we put the gate and stuff. And then we should see also a little bit of an extra section back here with the bench we put down. So let's just go ahead and pop all these off here and see if we can see these changes on the map. Alright guys, so we got the map updated, and yeah, as you can see, you got a lot more foliage and stuff in the front here, and also over here. We got a gate that's gone up here, and you can sort of see a little bit of where we made the campfire pillars, basically, right there. And then we also have the bench over here, as well as the diamonds and beacons in front of the factory and in front of the super smelter right there and right there. So yeah, a couple of small changes here to the map at Con Corp today, but you know what we should also do? I think we should update the map globally, not just the map at Con Corp today. So let's go ahead and head out to the Hermitcraft Beachfront and Visitors Information Center, and we'll do that. Alright guys, so we're now at the Hermitcraft Beachfront Visitor and Information Center, aka our first house. So this is where we actually started Season 6 right here. So what we're going to do today is we're going to head on down, not to that floor, but to the floor beneath this. Right here, the map room area. Here we go. So here's our giant map of the main island, or most of the main island on Hermitcraft Season 6. The top part is actually kind of cut off there, so yeah. That's just how big I decided to make it. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and update all these maps, and I will show you guys the different sections of the map. Yeah, and how they've changed since I think the last update was in December. So yeah, we'll see how they've changed since then. So let's go ahead and update this, and we're also today going to update this main map, which hasn't been updated in absolutely ages. Like you can see in the front of Con Corp, this whole area has not been developed even. Last time we updated this one, so we'll update both this big map, the zoomed out map, and the main map right now. Alright, big map has now been updated, as has the small map. And yeah, there's a lot of changes on the small map, which you can clearly see. Like, Con Corp is now filled out. Mumbo's Mob Farm is down here. There's Scar's Redstone Factory right down there. So you can see where that is at relative to the main island. There's a bunch of other stuff like this whole shopping area and the modern district and Tower Bay are all filled in. The medieval district has more stuff, including Fals's Cathedral. Yeah, a whole bunch more stuff on this map. Also, a lot of stuff on this map, including America. Yeah. So yeah, that's the American flag on top of the Ryder Cup trophy that I put on display near the shopping district. So yeah, that's one of many things that have updated after we've updated these maps, but yeah, just thought it was cool, and yeah, just wanted to show you guys that. So yeah, again, we will have updated maps at the end of this episode, but for right now, we're going to pack up our stuff here and head on back to Con Corp. So ladies and gentlemen, I think with that, we're going to have to call it an episode for today. We got a lot done today, a lot more details added to Con Corp, including the Vex magic emanating from the ground, which I really love in certain spots. Look at that. Look at that Vex magic just billowing up ever so subtle from the ground. I like it. I like it. Anyways, hopefully you guys like it too. If you do, please do leave a like and be sure to subscribe. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. This has been Cub. Goodbye.